Hey, welcome back, guys. We're going to be taking some hay up to Michigan right now. They're getting started on the barn. I wish I was around to get some more footage of that. We'll definitely get some here later on in this video. I'll show you what's going on. I think they had, by the time I got done loading this, they had one or two pillars maybe up. And I went home, ate lunch, and then took off with this trailer of hay. It seemed like they had a good chunk of that west wall finished already. Well, I wouldn't say finished. The posts are up. I'm sure they have a lot of work to do to get everything, I don't know what you want to call it. I'm not good with the terminology. If it's level, square, or plumb, or all of the above, there's a lot that's going to need done there. I'm not sure if they wait till they have all four walls posts up to do that, but I guess we'll find out when I get back with this. Hopefully we'll be back by 3 o'clock. See if they need a hand with anything before I head out to go up the elevator and get a buggy. We're going to be putting some urea and AMS down on the grass field here today too, so want to get that picked up before too late today also. So a couple small odds and ends we've been trying to tie together here, and then be all hands on deck getting this barn going. Wow, would you look at that? Holy cow, that's something. Looks like they got one wall all about done. I don't know, we're gonna go see when we get back. I'm going back there now. Got some nitrogen, so there's about a little over $900 worth of fertilizer there, but hopefully it'll make some nice green grass and push some growth, get some tonnage, and we'll make that right back, let's hope. All right, time to put down that urea and AMS. They're really moving along. Get some nitrogen down. Let's hope this greens things up. Really coming along. I need to fix the tarp a little bit. Some of the hay I pulled off today definitely made a dent. I need to pull it forward and tie it a little tighter, but all in all, I think we're sitting pretty good. They're gonna have that whole wall just about done today, I think. They got braced up really good, and we'll see where the rest of the week goes. Got just a little bit of urea left to spread, but I was over here, so I thought we'd come and take a look. We're gonna get this sprayed here probably in a week. Get a little more growth on it, put molasses down, put on some foliar for phosphorus, and maybe something for the leaf hopper, but we'll see. I look at this and all I see is just super healthy, vibrant, green. Everything about these plants just look stunning and amazing. I want to push this hard and see what we can get tonnage wise out of it to make up for the lack of first cut. And if we have the right weather for the summer, maybe 4 cuttings, and then just keep doing foliars and molasses every time between cuttings, and try to get 4 really strong cuttings out of this. I'd love to see what's possible. Well, there you have it. One wall framed up. Still have to do the runners or whatever you call them. They made pretty quick work of that. This is starting to look like a pretty big barn now that we got a wall on it. Still seems like it gets small pretty quick when you start stacking, you know, like 2,700 bale in it. But once it's done, I can stack against the wall and stack up higher, because I tried to stack away from the wall and taper it in so they had room to work. That maybe pushed this whole stack out maybe 4 feet, give or take, just a ballpark reference. We only maybe tried to stack about 16, 17 feet tall. We're going 20. So yeah, that's if I knew how much I had here and the barn was completed and we can just go straight on up, it would probably be able to fit a lot more in here. So I'm hoping this will be done in a few weeks, and straw's a ways out yet. It's only June 8th, but first week of July we're always baling straw, and I'd like to fill that area with straw up as high as we can. We got some clover I want to put in that corner yet, and that'll round off first cutting straw, and then second cut start filling in through here. And by then that first cut might be gone, and then we can start filling third and fourth into there, and then miscellaneously be putting big square bales throughout, and hopefully they move pretty quick too, because the next barn I have no timeline on, and I expect that to fully be pushed way out into this hay season. I hope it's done this hay season, maybe to use it, but just the way things seem to be moving. I don't know if they'll be pouring that anytime soon, but then it's a 3-week period from pouring before they start putting on wood. So where we're standing today, with it not being poured and all, probably second week of July would be my expected earliest. I think we could have a barn on there. Just the way things are, I would say probably August. Might be more realistic, but I haven't heard anything on that. It very well could be September or October or something like that. Well, we're driving up to Michigan now. We're about there. I've got 26 ground bales on the trailer. Most of it's that wheat hay or straw, whatever you want to call it. Got 2 bales of clover, 2 bales of treated kale. So that gets you to, what, 22 bales of that wheat. So 26 total. Just got a call from one of my Amish customers. He needs a load of clover tomorrow. Big squares, not rounds. So we'll be loading that up. And I think that'll be like 24 or 28, depending how many bales we want to get on. So moving some hay, which is a good thing. And once we get done with this, I'll give you a shot of how much I got done in the barn. I left, probably about an hour or so ago. Or I left about an hour before they were probably going to quit for the day. So I don't know how much I can get done in an hour, but sometimes it seems like it's an awful lot. It just depends on what stage of where they're at, if it's a lot of measuring and whatnot, or if they're actually starting to frame things up. They can move pretty quick. So they're moving right along. I don't know how soon it'll be till we have trusses on. There's no metal dropped off yet, but I believe all the material's there to give us a shell. I just don't know how soon we're going to have it covered and under rough. But all in all, it seems to be moving along pretty quick. All right, here we go. Day 2's progress. This wall was already done yesterday. Looks like this wall's done today. I don't know what tomorrow will bring. I don't think it'll take terribly long just to do these front ones, but with the bracing and everything that needs going up top, I assume that'll take a decent amount of time. I could be wrong. There's the rest of the poles, because I don't know if they're just going to use the trusses to kind of do some of that bracing, because there's going to have to be a rail for the sliders to go on. So I don't really know how that all works. I guess we'll find out, but south and north walls obviously need to be done yet, so. That's something else. Thought the bushings were out. I think it's a little more than that. At least the wheel bearing seems all right. Jeez. Well, they might be putting trusses on today, so that's going to be exciting. We got a load of big squares to take to Indiana this afternoon, and someone coming for like 10 small square bales. So all in all, we're moving some hay. We got a bad bale on the spear now. We got wet. Well, tarp had holes. I'm sick of tarps, I'm sick of this. I just want the barn up and done so I can start putting hay in it. But we're going to make do with what we have and hope we don't have too much waste, because this is really not fun. What could be some nice hay we could sell, end up having to get fed, which they need fed, but we have plenty of opportunities to get hay for them that could be cheaper than this. Well, this is just clover. It's cheaper than alfalfa, that's for sure. Definitely rather do this than alfalfa. It's still not ideal. Somebody's pulling down like 90 degrees out. I don't blame her. This is tight. You gotta watch how I'm like inches away from that. I'll get most of the way out, and then I gotta watch the bale spear on that. I think we'll make it though. The goats seem to enjoy this clover. At least somebody's enjoying this. Well, they just left for lunch. That's what we got here. I just got done moving bales around, but man, this is starting to look pretty big. Nice looking clover. You're gonna get better than that? Come on. That is as good as you're gonna get for clover. Well, I already had this loose, but I put it back in. I can't get that to come out. So here's what we're doing. I got a ton of tension on that. We're gonna put tension on this, and hopefully this will push it off. Well, day 2, trusses are going on. Number 3, they're started on right now. I think there's 31 total that need to go up, so almost 10% of the way done with trusses. So the first truss is going on now. Got a call this morning from the guy who delivered hay to last night, and I saw his name come across my phone. And it's one of those, if you sell hay or own a business, you get a call from a customer right after doing something, your heart just immediately drops. He calls me up, he says, yeah, I'll take another load of that hay this week. That's really lifts your spirits, gets you to a good start in the day. He likes the hay, great. He wants another load, even better. Brother wants a load on Saturday, so that means we're gonna move whatever the math is, the 3 loads of 27, you know, not quite 90 bales, but still a lot of hay we're gonna get moved out here. It sucks. We're gonna have to drive in the hayfield to get to it because it's kind of buried by triticale in the front, and then in front of the triticale, we have the trusses. So, it is what it is. We'll just make do with what we have. I don't think we're gonna tramp down and hurt more than maybe $30 worth of hay here, but it still bugs me. I don't like doing it, but eventually we'll get away from this, so hey, I'm glad to keep moving some. Looks like this side will need replaced too. That's awesome. Well, it's day 5. I don't know how much you can see way off in the distance, half mile away, but we had a lot of wind last night. The barn's still standing, so that's good. Got to pop a tire off the white. I'm gonna do the other front tire on that 6125, and I got like 4 other implement tires that need done, tires on the car that need done. So we're gonna run up to our tire guy today, drop the car off, and 5 or 6 other tires. We'll go take a look at that wagon here and see how that looks. We got that fixed up last night, and that took way longer than I was hoping it would take. And we'd be in and out in 2 or 3 hours max. Just torch out the old pipe, sleeve, whatever you want to call it, and weld in a new. Well, we couldn't find the right one size, so we ended up finding something that was oversized, cutting into it, and then squeezing it in a vise and re-welding it. So it's a little oblong, but it fits pretty tight on that spindle now. So hey, hopefully it'll work. There you go. There's your new sleeve. Just welded that in, greaser it on. We were pulling it like 35 mile an hour yesterday. This tire, I swear it looked kind of level. We put a level on it. It's perfectly plumb when we tacked it in, so we just decided to go ahead and weld it. So yeah, we got a receiver welded up too for a skid steer quick attach from the bale spear that was bent up. We decided to just let's pull the spears off, weld that on, and we had a couple welds to tack up. I'm starting to see some cracking on the bucket, so fix that up. All in all, good day getting some welding projects done. Where my dad works, he works for a factory, and he was able to get us access to their machine shop, welding shop yesterday evening. Time to head to the tire guy. I hope he doesn't try to upsell me like he always does. I just need him patched. I think it's just a small hole. I don't want him trying to sell me new tires like he always does. Like these tires, they're fine. I don't know. This one's actually not bad. I might see if we can keep it for a spare. But we really need this tractor operational all the time, and because of the lug pattern, I don't have spares for it. So the tire not being terrible, but with having that just looking rough and the other one already going flat on us, I think we already have a tire in, so we're replacing it. But maybe I'll keep the old one to have. Obviously, these are junk. These are gonna go, those 2 there are going on that crappy wagon I got for like 120 bucks. Put used truck tires on those. The rest will probably use tires on. Maybe we'll do an implement tire on this. So that's 5, 6 tires, and then the car needs rear tires on it as well. You can see the donut there. Well, here's where we're at. Some pretty crazy high winds last night. We had a storm roll in, and I don't think we got much rain out of it, but the winds were absolutely insane. About 11:30 midnight last night. So today it was too windy to hang any more trusses, so they just braced everything up that's in there. Really good. We'll take a look at it. It looks pretty good, I think. I don't know what exactly all I'm looking at, but I think they got that all tied in and really situated good. Luckily nothing fell over. One of the guys there, one of the brothers who's building this, he thought for sure he's gonna come here this morning and it was gonna be toppled. But we got lucky, I guess, or they just do a really good job of building. Let's maybe give them the benefit of grace there and say they did a good job. But here's where we're at. They said this wall is done. So this is our south wall here. They said that's all finished, braced, and it's done. It's all square. So basically once the metal's on, that's finished from, I would say, about that point on back. And we're just waiting for another good day to finish hanging trusses. Today's Friday, so that's gonna be all we're gonna get done this week on it. And yeah, it's coming together some. You can see our 30-foot slider. We got the headboard there, or whatever you want to call it. That's all hung and it's ready to go. Well, we got these clover bales we're going to be loading out here now onto the trailer. Man, I love having a big barnyard, but it gets tiny really quick when you start putting a lot of stuff out here. There's the rake, the tedder, a lot of round bales. And yeah, we got a good chunk of this stack. We might be able to kind of shuffle some stuff around here and to get things in more condensed spaces. Man, thank goodness for windshield washer fluid, because this thing, when you're in the sun, all you see is your own reflection. You can't see what the heck is going on with this loader. It is just a bear, and I kind of forgot I had that option on this tractor. So that is pretty nifty. I can actually see what I'm doing a little bit now, but I don't know if you can see as we turn towards the sun here, things get pretty difficult to see what the heck you're doing, but oh well. Well, the hay's all loaded. The big squares, another 27. Man, that tarp has a lot of holes in it, so hopefully we don't have any rejected bales. Last guy seemed all right with it. I'm not a huge fan of, we sorted out a few of the top bales. Seems like it's good once you get down further into it. Get that delivered first thing in the morning. And then we got a load of round bales to haul out, clover. So we're gonna pull that out the home place here because we ran out of space on the pad. We had space, but it would have made things pretty tight and hard for the guys wanting to build the barns. So we decided we'll bring the last few loads home, which we did. And I think we'll pull a load out of here tomorrow and deliver that, and hopefully enjoy the rest of the day. We have another wedding this weekend, so I hope we can get both them deliveries in. The one's going into Indiana, about 45, 50 miles from home, and the other one's maybe 10 or 15 miles north. So nothing crazy there. 15-minute drive for the second one, 50-minute drive for the first one way. So first one I'm figuring about 2.5, 3 hours. Second one be called 2 hours. We get talking. So thanks for watching. Yep, we're not super crazy far into this barn build. Hopefully we'll get her knocked out next week. I'm hoping we get a window to start mowing hay, and we'll have a roof over it so we can stop dealing with tarps and we can get everything put away under roof when we finish up the last of first cut. And I think I got a lead on some more hay acres to run this year. First cut's done on this field, but he's the guy who was doing this field kind of is backing out of it, so we might have opportunity a pretty substantial amount of acre gain to get me kind of closer to the goal. I want to be on second and third cut because a lot of that clover, I mean the triticale, the clover, all that stuff we're not making a second on. We have this farm and then maybe another one are going to kick in that we'll get second and third cut on. So that'll be really nice if we can get that secured. And my goal is to be at 300 acres a second cut, which is pretty lofty. Right now it might be at like 150. We get this farm, it'll probably be pushing us, and another one, those two probably push us into that 230 to 250 range, which is still pretty good. Don't get me wrong, 100 acres, 150 acres even a second is still a lot, but the more the better, because we got lots of stuff I want to pay down. I want to make some pretty big equity moves here. So beyond just making minimum payments, I'd like to have this farm paid off in 10, 15 years ideally, if it's possible. I think my goal is 12 to 15, but if we can shoot for 10, we'll see. If we have a really good year this year, we'll definitely make a big move in the right direction. So fingers crossed we get some good tonnage on second, and we'll be able to knock out some high quality hay, market it well, and do well. So thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. We'll do updates here on this barn as we go along. Hopefully the next video will show you a completed barn and nice new hay inside of it.